starting off with what you get in the box, and Nokia have kept things very similar to previous years or previous devices. Everything is super neat, clean and tidy. However, I would love to see Nokia just take a step to more eco-friendly packaging. Then what you actually get in the box, and first up is the 18-watt charging brick. Then you also get a USB to USB-C charging cable. Although this device doesn't have an aux jack, and we'll get to that later, they do supply some earphones as well. You also get the various silicone tip sizes, a USB-C to aux jack adapter, as well as your SIM door key, a quick start guide, and then of course the beautiful Nokia 9 PureView, which we are going to cover extensively in this video, along with the amazing cameras on the back, all packaged in the box that we've come to know from Nokia with some extra specs on the back. Now, chatting about the look and feel of this device, Nokia once again has knocked it out the park in terms of build quality. It feels so premium in the hand. The front is made from glass and the body is made from aluminium. And I'm sure by now you guys have seen the back camera array. It is super eye-catching and definitely piques one's interest. All the cameras, sensor and LED lights are actually flush with the back. As you can see, there are no extrusions. And then we also have the front earpiece and selfie camera. On the left-hand side of the device, there are no buttons whatsoever, which is actually quite nice. And then as you can see here, you've got the speaker, charging port and microphone, but no aux jack. Guys, I am very disappointed with that, if I'm honest. And then on the right side, you've got the volume rocker and unlock or power key. On the top, the SIM door and microphone. I've actually really enjoyed the display on the Nokia 9. Definitely the colors and brightness, saturation. However, I do feel like the bezels are a bit thick. Is it just me, guys? I don't know. I mean, it's 2019. Where are we at? Are we still doing bezels? I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit too picky, but I do feel if they were slightly smaller, it would have made for a better experience. Other than that, it is a 6-inch pure display screen, and I often found myself upsizing the content. This is something I find myself doing all the time now on displays, and as mentioned, the brightness is really beautiful. You can see here I was in studio with a ton of lights on me, and you can without a doubt easily see what is on my screen. I was playing this game, and honestly no hassles whatsoever, other than just those bezels being a little bitty too big. Moving on to the size of this device, and it actually fits really nicely in the hand. It's 75 millimeters wide and 155 millimeters long, less than a centimeter thick and only 172 grams, which is a good weight. And compared to the Galaxy S7 and the Galaxy S10 Plus, I think it comes in at a great size. Okay, now onto the cameras and chatting about them. On the front, we've got a 20 megapixel selfie camera, and on the back, of course, this huge array. So there are actually 5 cameras. 3 of them are monochrome, which is black and white. 2 of them are RGB, and then we've got an LED flash and a time of flight sensor. Essentially what happens is when you take a picture with this device, all 5 cameras actually capture the image simultaneously, and then those images are merged to create one very detailed picture. What's nice about having such a detailed picture is you can always go back and post and really oomph it up and make it look amazing. However, I did find the software of the camera to be so frustrating. It was very clunky and lagged a lot. For instance, when trying to toggle through the various modes, it just took really long and sometimes didn't even register what I was doing. I also found there to be a lack of settings. So although you get the usual flash, timer or beauty effects, etc., you unfortunately cannot change the aspect ratio, and also you cannot toggle between, say, a telephoto lens or wide-angle lens. That being said, the images do look amazing though. I was honestly shocked at how good these images came out, and also how well the bokeh effect works with this camera. I also applied the beauty effect on both these selfies. I thought it was great. The monochrome effect looks stunning. Unfortunately, when filming a time-lapse, slow-mo or video, it only uses one lens, so it doesn't do that whole combination effect. So again, a little bit of a bummer. With this device, I think you really need to weigh up things in terms of the way the software functions and also the quality of the images, because the images are absolutely amazing, but functionality not so much. Onto software, and probably Nokia's biggest draw card is it comes with the Android One operating system, pre-installed with Android 9 Pie. As you may know, what is so fantastic about the software is there is no bloatware and it is just so simple, clean and easy to use. For example, you can open up recents with absolute ease. You can create split screen applications. So for example, I was just opening up settings and then the Google Play Store. You can also, just by swiping along the bottom here, toggle between various applications that are open. In terms of the way you actually operate the device and toggle between apps, it is super seamless and such a pleasure to use. I didn't find night mode, but I did find that night light. And also Google Assistant is just a click away in case that's your jam. Chatting about the battery now, and the Nokia 9 PureView has a 3,320 milliamp hour battery. And just for some context, the Nokia 9 fits just in between the Galaxy S10e and the Huawei P30 devices. Of course, depending on what you do with your device throughout the day will depend on how much battery life you get, but it does support fast charging with USB-C connector, and with that 18-watt charging brick you get in the box, you can probably have up to 100% battery life in 1 to 2 hours.